Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and if you are interested in the new 2022 Volkswagen Taos and you care about sound quality, then this is the video for you. We're going to be taking a look at the 8-speaker Beats audio system, taking a look at how it works, sound inputs, speaker locations, all that good stuff. Then we're going to get out on the road and listen to these sample tracks while we're rolling, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. Before we get started, hop out and take a real quick look at this thing. Completely new model for 2022. This is the SEL version of the Taos. This beautiful red color, large 19-inch wheels. This is all the bells and whistles, all-wheel drive. If you want to see a video on how the Taos drives and what it's like to live with, hit the link in the description. But for now, let's get back to the tunes. Now, I always do these tests with lossless, uncompressed WAV audio files on a USB drive plugged directly into the system and high-quality binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic sound system demo on YouTube. We also do the test with the sound settings set to their factory defaults. So let's take a look at those now. Right here, settings, click sound, very standard Volkswagen infotainment system. You've got treble, mid-range, bass, and subwoofer adjustments, as well as front, rear, left, right, fader, and balance, and some volume controls as well. So let's take a look at those sound settings. For volume controls in the Taos, you've got a nice standard Volkswagen clicky volume knob on the left and left side of the steering wheel, volume rocker. For track selection, you have, well, nothing over here. You technically have this rotary knob thing that every now and again will bring up your USB menu right here, but say we're on navigation, for example. If I go to turn this, it's not changing tracks. So the only way to change tracks are to come over here to the steering wheel and the opposite side of volume. I don't like that. Click back and forth, or you can hit the media screen and then click there. Fortunately, screens move very quickly, not a lot of lag, but still would be nice to have a dedicated track selection button. For audio inputs, you have your standard AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio, Bluetooth, USB-C, but no USB-A, so make sure you get yourself a little A to C adapter, and some internet streaming radio options, and that's it. So what does that mean you're missing? Well, you don't have a 3.5mm auxiliary input jack. You also don't have a disc player or USB-A. I did forget to mention though, you've got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay functionality, so that does help, but for audiophiles, you might be out of luck. For speaker locations, like I said, this is an 8-speaker system. Starting here in the bottom left, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Around the back, 6, 7 in those doors. And then, if we open up the trunk, underneath here we've got subwoofer makes 8. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay functionality. Now there are multiple USB data ports, however I only have one USB-A to USB-C adapter, so I am going to have to stop the music, unplug my USB drive, and then we'll plug in our devices. Let's start with Apple CarPlay. Bada bing, bada boom, look at that, nice high resolution. Really good response rate. You see our settings screen, music, and maps. All right, let's switch over to Android Auto. Both devices remarkably simple to set up. Definitely easier than some of the cars we've had recently. And then you see our maps. You've got your YouTube music. And take a look at the settings screen. There we go with settings. All right, let's get the tunes running again, fire it up, and get on the road. be the most dynamically capable system, I appreciate the range that they put in this vehicle between the tweeters up here, the subwoofer in the back. It's not the most crisp of all these sounds, but it's able to make low ends and high ends and come through. And for a car that you could get this system about $30,000, it's really not too bad. This next one, we'll turn the bass all the way up, see how it sounds. I guess we'll do bass and subwoofer. Boy, is that sloppy in the back. Yeesh. I don't know how well it's going to come through the mics, but it's just like flopping into the subwoofer. That's not great. I also don't like how it locks you out of certain menus while you're driving. What I like about Beats audio systems in Volkswagens is they allow you to have a good enough system for the price of the car. That's why I always give subjective ratings to these audio systems as well. I mean, if this were in a $90,000 Mercedes-Benz, I'd say it's trash. But considering this is an entry-level SUV for Volkswagen, you're getting a good enough amount of speakers, you're getting enough amount of power, and most sort of music that you listen to is going to sound pretty good. You can live with it. That being said, overall, objectively speaking, sound quality, this would be getting a 6 out of 10. But subjectively speaking, for this price, this class of vehicle, I'm giving it, I'm going to say 7 out of 10. It just misses out on an 8 due to getting locked out of a few different menus and the absence of some hi-fi audio input options. But other than that, perfectly good system here in the Taos. So if you do care about music and you're buying one of these, be sure to pick one of the trims that you can get the Beats premium audio system in. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see our driving impressions on the Taos, hit the link in the description, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.